Okay, traders. Happy Thursday. How are you guys doing this morning? We got a few plays popping up this morning. Yesterday, the market tried to see some continuation, at least in small cap land, in the Bitcoin related plays. This morning, ALZN, not related at all. It has been the kind of the leading gapper this morning. Float, real tiny, 767,000 in the float. Interestingly enough, on ALZN, I looked at the float on this, and why? Why? It just shot up to 18.86% on the short float. On this, who is getting so heavy on a short here? I mean, that's probably why we're seeing a pop, as well as news. A lot of these tickers are coming out with their press releases this morning based on the results of this week as far as momentum. And they do that very strategically. So May 15th, as of May 15th, nearly 20% short float. I mean, you see the chart here on the short float on ALZN. It shoots up 18.86%. They come out with a PR, and shorts get squeezed out. Tiny float. Tiny float. So that's what we're seeing at ALZN. 700,000 in the float. We could potentially see that even squeeze further on it. We got MG in the house. How's Egypt going? How's your holiday going? And Miguel, good morning to you. You got her on ZEO. ZEO, I saw this one. I know they acquired another company in an all-stock deal. What do? You tried to buy this one into this breakout, I'm guessing, of 320. Yeah, a lot of traders have been getting up early and trying to catch that ALZN. And you never really know where's the momentum going to sustain at. I mean, this is an all-stock deal. They're acquiring a company, so it's probably going to hold up to some extent. We'll see where that one's going to open up. MG's so hot. They got that good old air conditioning over there. All right, few penny plays I'm looking at. This one I'm probably going to take off at SLXN. Like I said, every company's coming out with their press release this morning. Every company is. ZO, you might be all right there, Miguel. We'll see. Could curl back around, but unless you already got out. No holding and hoping, though. But yeah, so here's something I need to point out. So yesterday I saw somebody. What ticker was it? Somebody yesterday was focused on, buying into the momentum yesterday in pre-market. I saw that they blew up their account. And it's just so illiquid and difficult to manage risk. And I know some traders have been having a problem with that too here. Either side of it, long or short. The pre-market can be very profitable, but of course, inherently, there's an increase in risk. So we got to just be mindful of that. Like the quote I pointed out the other day, confirmation over anticipation is what I'm trying to focus on. A lot of people anticipating a lot of moves based on the pre-market action we've seen. So trying to focus on the confirmation. Kayvon in the building. Let's have a good green day, Kayvon. All right, couple I'm looking at. CPro had positive phase 3 trials. Yesterday, I tried to short this one. It could not get under $2. So today, I could see CPro. Hang on, there's a ticker popping up. WETO. Sorry, it took my attention real quick. WETO announces $300 million strategic financing for blockchain integration. WETO just came out with that news. It's got a lot of resistance in the 420s, 30s. It's past chart history here on the $4. WETO just came out with some blockchain news, which is what everybody's been waiting and focusing on. Up over $4 now, 426. 920 they came out with their news. Sometimes you just have to jump in on these. Oh, this week has been, any ticker coming out with pretty much blockchain news. Jump into it. Float's 5.7 million, tiny float. Getting smacked hard up in the 420s, 30s. Yeah, like we're talking about, it's difficult to manage risk on these plays. All right, we'll keep that one in mind. A few I'm looking at. I think I was on CPro. CPro held up $2 so well yesterday. It could not crack. I saw a couple shorters. They were looking for that crack as well. Couldn't get it. I don't mind taking the long of it, reversing it, since we're not getting that on the positive phase 3 trials. $2 is a floor. That could be the risk there. WETO on the blockchain news popping up right now, so we'll be mindful of that one. A couple others I'm looking at. 5 minutes till the market opens up. HTCR, this one very choppy from 70 cents up to $1. I don't mind riding this one on down a pop to look for a short on it. SGN as well. Yesterday, that was kind of the blockchain play that it recycled the news. That's why this one sold off. For those that were not aware, they came out with that same news April 15th, so they just recycled it to try to get long-term investors here. 220, very good resistance. I don't mind riding that one on down if we get a pop on it. ASBP, similar story here. ASB is in buying. P is in... I can't think of anything. Pudding. Good old pudding. ASBP, this one, nice climb, 20 cents up to $1.12. Yesterday squeezed out a bunch of shorts, but right now looking kind of weak sauce. 70 cents is a good resistance line. I don't mind taking the short, risking 70 cents. HOLO is a hangover setup. This is in the quantum space. HOLO went from $5 up to $11.82 yesterday. HOLO, this is kind of a hangover setup. I don't know how much I love it because we are at all-time lows. And I like the setup, but this one's just been in a landslide. And but we probably did accumulate some longs in it. Shorts are in control thus far. We could short it, risking. Had a head and shoulders, 980s being the neckline. 980 could be the risk there. Holo for that one to start pulling on back a little bit. I'm considering that. So a lot of things to look at this morning. Joby, J-O-B-Y, had the Toyota investment, $250 million. QUBT getting a spike this morning too. QUBT quantum play up about a point in pre-market thus far. All right. Wow. And WETO popping right back up to $4. All right, that's pretty much the watch list. A lot to look at this morning. Emmanuel, how are you doing this morning? WETO back up in the 420s. Good morning, Emmanuel. I got to zero in a little bit on, and there's something I want to go over with you guys too at some point today. Remind me, in regards to A+ setups. I saw this controversy post on it yesterday on not trading A+ setups, or just the idea of an A+ setup. I want to talk to you guys about that later. Remind me of that. Otherwise, I'm trying to find a quiet play to short and fade from long baggies in it yesterday. ASBP could be it against the 70 cents. Holo hangover against 985. The problem is I got to give that room if I get involved with it. And CPro, I don't mind on the long side. Now that yesterday I found out $2 has a brick foundation of support at 2. Could not crack under it. So, this has kind of been going sideways on that phase 3 trial. And I don't know, we could see that one have shorts cover in it. See a next leg up. Yeah, you know what? CPro, look at this gap to fill, actually. It held 2. It's got a gap to fill up to like 4 something. 20-year chart. She's been around for a while. All right, that's pretty much the game plan. I think, God, I don't like the long Emmanuel. Longing's not. I mean, the UNHs of the world, like you're getting, I don't mind that when they're at all-time lows. Something up 70 cents to 220. Not my favorite. But gap to fill, $2, very good support. I may take a stab at it. Her. All right, we got a couple minutes till the market opens up. Lots to look at. A little overwhelmed over here. Let me see what's going to be coming our way. ALZN's been pulling off at $9. WETO up and over $4 has been good resistance. Got 20 seconds till the market opens up. Lots of volume, right? But the volume is dispersed, which makes things a little challenging. All right, ding, ding, ding. Sound effects brought to you by Avery Day Trading. I'm gonna be flipping through a lot of tickers, guys. Let me know if you see something. Holo's already snapping on the hangover. CPro is getting a little pop right now. God, I like this CPro. I don't know why. I just like it. All right, Kevin, don't be too eager to jump into something. Let me wait on the CPro, but it's popping up right now into the 230s, 233, 234. It just looks like we could get a next leg up on it. $2 has been that main risk that's been holding up so well yesterday. Sitting up at the previous close right now, 233. WETO, a lot of upper shadows up against 420s. HTCR, kind of heavy. ZO, a little bit of a snap out of the gates. SGN, yesterday's play, I could see that one fading even further. That's why I have that one on the watch list. Oh, ASBP gave me a morning spike. ASBP. Okay, ASBP is kind of coming to me. ASBP, I'm going to locate a couple hundred shares. And I'm going to get involved with it. Wanted to hit it right there at like 63. Couldn't quite get it there. Let me, ASBP, I'm going to set the stop up towards 70 cents is the idea. All right, we already had that morning spike up into 70. So I got the stop up there. That's the previous close. It already had a morning spike up there too, and big upper shadow. Here's the chart I'm looking at, ASBP. Reason for this short. I want a slower short here. It already had made an after-hours move up to $1.12. I think it's already accumulated a decent chunk of the longs here for a little fade. We'll see. Got about 53, 52, 53 cent support. All right, I'll monitor that one. All right, WETO still trying to hold up a little bit. ZO sitting there. ALZN, a little bit of a pullback into a little bit of a rip. What do we got the 200-day at? I could see ALZN getting a move on it today. What is that? Is that 11 or 1374? SGN sell off even further. All right, HOLO, yesterday's quantum play bouncing off of 840. Literally, look at this red line. Tapped my red line of support. Doing a big red to green move right now, HOLO. HOLO, trying the red to green move. Problem is, it's got that head and shoulders resistance at 985. That could pose a problem on it. I don't mind hitting it on the short side against that. NVTS, oh my god, dude. Like I said, volume is everywhere. NVTS with the NVIDIA partnership, they're getting a spike up right now too. Up towards $7. This one had a high short interest on it, if you guys recall. NVTS. Interesting, NVTS. Resistance up at 720. Here's the 20-day chart. The breakout area 720 it would need to get over. WETO snapping down to $3. ALZN snapping off at 8 right now, down a point. HOLO, I was tempted. I tried a little red to green move. It was too quick though. Rubber band effect. When they're quick like that, oftentimes it's hard to sustain that move. $9 to 830, straight back up to 9. Yeah, those are not easy to break and hold. And CPro still holding up now, 220. Huh. ASBP still sitting around 63 cents for me. Need longs to unwind that one back down into the 50s. All right, I'm flipping through a few. Let me know what you guys are looking at. If you want me to take a look at something. WTO back down to 3. ZO not doing much. ALZN's halted down. Holo still looking heavy. Man, I don't know. I could hit Holo. My ASBP trade's curling up. I put a 70 stop on it. Need an offering to come out on it. Yeah, Holo's interesting. It's got a 6-cent spread, though, to it. CPro, I'm glad I didn't jump into that. 230 it hit. No follow-through momentum. NVTS, big pullback off of 7. Yeah, look at the 7 resistance in VTS. Lots of it. Lots of it. Not sure today will be the day, and we'll monitor it. And Joby trying to hold 874 support. QBT getting smacked, dude. Oh my god. Here's the choppiness of the morning. Morning spike into a dump. Yeah, here we go, guys. WETO as well. RIP to those longs. $4 down to $2.75. Welcome to the morning volatility. ALZN's in this halt too at 7. We'll see what she's gonna do. She just opened up, ALZN. I was wondering what you were looking at, Kayvon. BOSC took a long there. That's not in your price range. Took a 450 long. Weto is doing the wee all the way down. Man, guys, yeah, this is very interesting conditions out here. Interesting conditions. Oh my god, NVTS getting smacked. Dude, we are having... This is not easy here. What, is the whole market tanking? I mean, just a little bit of a sell-off. Pretty much every leading gapper is getting crushed right now. And not just leading gapper, pretty much every ticker that was on my watch list. All the NVIDIA deals, the Toyota deal, the quantum plays, everything getting absolutely crushed. What are you in at, Kayvon? You good and green there? ALZN out of the halt. Yeah, this price action's unbelievable. Out of the halt, 690. Straight up to 790. All right, I'm going to flip through a few gainers. ZO hit VWAP. KSS, keep it simple, stupid. Coles, 996 all the way down to 920. Unbelievable. Dude, that is exactly why I'm like hesitant to. I know the pre-market news has been just taken off if you catch it, like ALZN this morning. But man, if you catch the wrong one, it ain't gonna have good implications. If you catch the wrong one, it can get real bad. Real bad, real ugly. All right, ASBP, I need 70 to really hold up, and you go red on the day. Need you to go red on the day, start heading down to like, I don't know, 40 cents. All right, I mean, NVTS has got really good 620 support. I'm tempted on a long here. It had a major pullback. Goodness gracious, $7 down to 620. I don't know. Thinking about a YOLO long on ALZN. Okay, Bon. You're like, no. Nothing else is holding up. I could see ALZN attempting to get it. My ASBP short, trying to double bomb down here at 60 cents. God, this one's annoying. 70 cents is still the risk there on the short. Looking for a slow fade there. WETO giving everything back. Oh my God, some longs just got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Yeah, ALZN, like the risk could be the low that I just made down here, $7. God, this could be the dumbest or most profitable thing I do. Looking like an inverse head and shoulders. It's got 20% of the float short on it, on this tiny 700,000 float ticker. Yeah, there it goes up to 8. SGN on the slow fade. Man, that's exactly what I wanted ASBP, and I'm still, fingers crossed, I still get that. SGN, I still thought there was meat on this bone here. This is something fades would get to. Fades, you in here? Just a SGN slow fade today. Still capitulating the longs from yesterday. Learn from it, because that's not bad. It's not a bad play. All right, AI is one of the plays that is actually at highs and hasn't given everything back yet. Just be patient, guys. Patience spelt with a P-A-Y. Patience spelled with a P-A-Y, because this you can get really, really chopped up in on the wrong side of these plays. EVGO hitting a resistance line. That was popping up. Yeah, a lot of 450 resistance. Not up that much, though. Still stalking the prey, guys, but a lot of things that are popping up, they're getting shot right back down. Patience in this market. Holo coming back up. Man, this is just not been easy. Yeah, Holo getting a spike right now. Alright, ASBP just took a hit into the 57s. Let's test in the open. I want to see it lower. Alright, ASBP. I'm just monitoring this one. I want to see more panic down maybe under 50 cents. Could be a liquidity rug pull under 50. Could have a lot of stops down there. So I'm just trying to not jump out too quick on this. Maybe even need to hit it for some more shares. I just tapped 52 cents. Oh, shoot. That is a support line I had mapped out. Wonderful. $0.53 is a support line I have mapped out. I wasn't paying enough attention. Need to stay heavy. See, what I do poorly is take these a little too early. I may like hit it again and reduce the risk from 70 down to like 65. I don't know. A little aggravated there. I mean, feel lucky to be green on it right now on the day, honestly. This has been kind of weird price action. Miguel, you almost jumped long on ORIC at 850. Almost. No. You mean 750? Do not buy at the top today. Today, not the right day to buy at the top. Thank you for being honest, though. Hey, Fades, was just talking about you. I felt like you would like the SGN short. Kind of the second day short on it. 190 down to 160 right now. Right now, I'm in an ASBP short. What's your analysis there? I got it at 61 cents. I don't know. It's got a little support at 52, but I'm got a big picture play in mind. See if we can get under 50 cents and lower. I'm considering hitting it again. A couple things I'm weighing out there. Emmanuel so far in the red. In the red so far, so holding. What are you in, Emmanuel? Yeah, Fades. I somehow knew it with our telepathy. I'm like, Fades is gonna. He would like this play. Holo is still trying to climb on up. $9 holding up on Holo. It's faded a lot already, ASBP. Well, kind of from after hours yesterday. But I mean, 22 cents. It's still up over 100% from Tuesday. I feel like we have longs underwater here that we could still unwind it. But I don't know. I didn't take any profits at that support area. She's popping up. Yesterday I was after yesterday I was like, I need to take everything. Every piece of profit that comes my way, I got to take it because There was no, you couldn't work leftovers. Yesterday, no leftovers worked at all. Well, your analysis could be correct on that ASBP. We'll see. I may take some more shares, reduce the risk, and hit it again on this pop up. Now that we probably have some longs up there in the. Yeah, I'll take 200 more and look to hit it again on this pop. I need to I'll hit it again, 200 more at 400 at 60 cents. I'm going to reduce the risk though down to like 64-ish. I need to take 75% off and then hit it again on pops, then bring it back down, 75% off, hit it back on a pop. Keep doing that to work profits, to realize money. We're doing this to realize money because we've been in such chop. You still avoiding the opening 15 minutes fades? You've been trading mainly the pre-market and then close or after hours. All right, so hitting ASBP again. Bottom dash line's my average now on that pop. 64 cents going to be the risk there. $0.53 up 7 cents off of that snap that it had climbing back up. Yeah, the chop has been unbearably annoying. It looks like HOL lows still trying to climb up to $10. Yeah, HOLO hitting some resistance up here at 10. God, I don't mind hitting that one. That one's hitting the neckline of support. HOLO. I'm going to take 100 shares there, HOLO. There's just a lot of longs in it, in that range. Up and over 10. All right, let's smack it here. HOLO. $50 shares. Not giving it a ton of risk because up and over 10 is pretty much the idea. It already tapped it. Like to see it back down to like 920 at least. HOLO. All right, taking half off at 926. Holo. I have 960 average, half left. Let me see what she's going to do down here. Again, I was just talking about probably needing to take all of my position off. So let me think about this. This market's been so damn annoying with leftovers not working. Under 9, I'll probably take all. I'm going to set that right now. Of a 960 average, setting the profit to 890. 960 is going to be the adjusted stop. ASBP still looks all right here, but how can you have this little tiny ticker like this with a whole cent spread on it? So Holo, I'm going to kick back on. ASBP, I'm looking for this one to flush a little bit more. Open. Sitting right at the open right now. ASBP, let's crack again, heading down south. Fighting the open, she is. Monitoring ASBP here because it's sitting right at the open. I don't really want it to start bouncing and curling back around, which it could do. Sitting right at its open right now. Want it to just stay under. Dang. Alright. Yeah, if it's going to bounce here, I'm probably just going to take it off. Let's see. 56. Let's get this head and shoulders neckline at 53. Yeah, that's the concern here. Head and shoulders neckline, 53. It's trying to hold that up as well as the open right now. Holo coming down to low 9s. The thing I hate the most is when I'm green going red. That's the thing I absolutely hate the most. I'm gonna bring. Oh wow, that stop is only for 200 shares. I have 400. All right, I'm gonna bring down the risk here to 60. Oh, Holo I got filled on. HOLO got filled on. Good. That one worked out very well. Holo in the 870s now, so got filled on the profit side there. I will be over in chat shortly. Hang on, let me just trying to figure out what I'm doing. ASBP, I don't like this sitting here on the open. That's the only thing. It's not profit taking, it's not doing anything. It's just sitting here. This could be a excellent day if this thing will just snap under the open. Come on, creepy crawler. Getting like a 3-4 cent snap would be pretty good on this for me. When you're right, sit tight. That's kind of the saying. When you're right, sit tight. Patience, both on the entry side and taking profits, can be difficult. Just in 500, or I'm in like 400 shares here, so 4 cent drop would be pretty good. We'll flip through some tickers here in just a second. I'm just waiting for this drop. I need to manifest it. Manifesting an ASBP 10% pullback. Back down to where I wish I had taken her at. Holo's in the 870s now. God. Glad I pulled the trigger there. Emmanuel, how are you doing on Tesla? Are you still working that one? All right, I'm gonna take half off. I'm getting bored. ASBP, I'm setting an adjusted stop with the other half at 60 cents. Otherwise, profit at 50. So I can take my eyes off of it. I'll give back a couple dollars if she shoots up there. Okay, so let's get back to some tickers. That's ASBP, pretty much for those that are just now joining. A little head and shoulders chart on yesterday and today. Slowing down a lot, but taking the short. 70 cents is the main risk on the shoulders, left and right. Neckline's at 52.3. So I got a tight stop on leftovers now. I want it to profit take and start fading back down to that neckline. Ideally is what I'm looking for. Otherwise, tight, I'm not going to give a lot back. All right, let's flip through. Fades, I need to catch up on chat, too. You're saying it's a bull field day right now? I was not seeing that on a lot of these tickers. Kayvon, Etsy. Oh, let's go. I know Kayvon made some money on Etsy. And then ANF taking along there. God, ANF yesterday. Yesterday, Kayvon, follow my cursor. That is where I panicked out at. Faded 10 points. Obviously, like 15 off of that. Still pains me. Pained me all day. HBIO. Okay, fresh shore if you want a cheap one. Nice, nice. All right, HBIO. I do like the volatility I'm seeing there, tapping the 50-day moving average. All right, this is what I like to look for too, guys, with this HBIO. That Fade's pointed out, crossing the 50-day, but the last time you see that it crossed it, we saw an upper shadow against it. I like to see those upper shadows, upper wicks. That means that's the personality of the ticker to me. Get an idea of what they've been doing. I looked down here in my watch list. I saw 52 cents and got all excited. Thought it was ASBP. Nope, she's turned into a creepy crawler. WETO, forming a little bit of a bear flag here. You really could short it, risking 3. ALZN has been fading off of 8. I've removed some from my watch list. Holo, nice. God, I'm kind of happy about that trade. Here's Holo, what I was looking at. Had a head and shoulders into the close yesterday. Neckline 980. Got the 960 short on this pop this morning. Up towards 10. Really just a bread and butter play right there. Waiting for some confirmation to come our way, guys. That's what we're trying to do. Joby hitting 920. Joby, this was yesterday's. Toyota invested like $250 million into this company. The problem with it is we have a lot of resistance at 920. So Joby's going to have a tough go of it. Up and over 920. But she is strong with that news. It's pulling back a little bit off of 920 right now. 918 it hit. That's close to the risk, which I like. I'll have to monitor that. SBET. That one is, oh my God. SBET is still a thing? SBET was the one, on Tuesday it had the massive spike out of the gate. So what's happening here? Well, traders are, and this happens all the time, there are some gurus out there that talk about, I think it's called the mid-candle breakouts, what they call it, which is what SBET is doing. Had a spike, had a red day, and now having another spike. And additionally, the leading gappers this morning aren't really getting it. So traders go back to the well in which they drank from. SBET is it right now. Not really surprising. I don't know why I did not think about this. Nothing else is getting it. What's going to get it? Yeah, it would be SBET. Not really surprising there. HBIO, good alert fades. Not sure there's enough meat on the bone at this point. Could be. Formed a nice little symmetrical triangle. Broke up and over that. These turn into fake out breakouts often. It probably is going to pull under the 50-day is what it looks like. ASBP is about to take me out up and over 60 cents, it looks like. I gave her a shot, but I don't really want to start going red on her. Or, you know, don't really want to start going red on her. We'll see what she does here. Up and over 60, it would take me out, which I'm fine with. I really missed the morning spike up into the 70s. That would have been ideal. That's exactly what I was looking for. But it's finding its feet down here at support at that bottom neckline. 53 cents. Is what it is. I'm not sweating that one. Emmanuel still in the trade, not working my job until anything happens on it. Zio, you're taking another hit on the short 3. The VWAP 309's not terrible to risk. What's the scam here? I mean, I saw it was in an acquisition. Zio Energy to acquire Heliogen in an all-stock deal to expand clean energy. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the scam. I do see a lot of resistance in the 370s, though. Looks like support's going to be down at about 250. Which it's been respecting. So, kind of channeling right now. WETO in a really nice bear flag. Not bad against like 320s. ASST. ASST has been a chop fest kind of ticker. PDYN, everything just... Chop City, guys. Chop City. Spike up, spike down, go up, go down, go left, go right. Apps nearly hitting the magic 20 cent area, APPS, pulling back off to that. If you don't know, now you know. HPIO, not bad here. Fades. Don't mind this one. There's the neckline on it. WETO testing the VWAP out. Holo, my God. What a beautiful play right there. CPro curling around. That one I did like on the long side. She's trying to slowly curl back around. NVTS still knifing straight down. Man, I'm glad I didn't buy her at 620. I was thinking about it too. 620. A lot of support here, NVTS 620, but now it's going to be about 550, the support. Joby still hit the... Joby 920, still that risk there. S-Bet hitting 40, meeting some resistance. AI making highs. Gotta throw AI on the watch list. Apparently that one's gonna be a play today or tomorrow. AI 3012 hitting some highs right now. ORIC. One of you were gonna hit this one. What's ORIC up on? Pharmaceutical company. Oh, it hit really heavy resistance. ORIC hit a lot of resistance, 840. It's pulling back off of that quite a bit. 750s, either support or resistance. We'll see how this upper shadow forms on it. 750 as well. Yeah, ORIC against the high is not terrible either. I need to throw that ticker down. Here's my ASBP trade, still in a little bear flag, but I don't trust it. She's just slowing down so much. Yeah, ORIC is not bad. And then AI's at highs. HBIO, Fades pointed this one out. That one's been on this trend. So many of these penny plays have been making moves, man. They probably have absolutely no news, right? I don't see any news here. If you got it on HBIO, let me know. Yeah, I like it. Some of these plays, though, Fades, they've been going from 20 cents, and they'll climb all the way up to, like, a point. They'll climb up to a point. Yeah, HBIO, I'm definitely interested there. Let's see where she's gonna go. She's at the highs. Mr. Keith in the building. Green, yes sir. Yeah, I didn't do you were gonna take today and tomorrow off, right? You sent it Friday. It should definitely be in there. Monday was Memorial Day, so Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, it should have been there probably like Wednesday. Huh. Yeah, that's a little surprising. Looks like you're going to have to make up for it tomorrow, Keith. You're going to have a big green day tomorrow. Yeah, HBIO I'm interested in for sure. Yeah, WETO, bear flag, 350 serving up some resistance. Yeah, not surprising. NVTS still in panic mode. I will say, Keith, not the easiest of days today. Not the easiest of days. It was shaping up in pre-market to be a fairly solid day, but every gainer pretty much pooped the bed. Holo I got so far, Keith, that was a short up against this neckline of yesterday's Head and Shoulders. That's why I usually will have a couple of the days pulled up so I can get an idea. That was not bad. And then ASBP, which really hasn't done much of anything. Holo was a good one. ORIC maybe. There's definitely something on ORIC. Oh, the 200-day was 839 as well that it tapped. So ORIC tapped daily resistance and the 200-day moving average. This makes for, I mean, look at this resistance, dude. I love trading just support and resistance. I mean, that's what's tried and true amongst a lot of traders. You see this 840 to 50 resistance that just held up beautifully, upper shadow there, and the 200-day up there, just lots of resistance on a euphoric move. I mean, that's essentially the edge. You know, it doesn't need to be more complicated than that. You don't need your chart to look like air traffic control. Just keep it simple, stupid. You know? And don't trade the certainty of it happening, because there's definitely not a certainty that's going to work. But it creates a high probability setup. Trade the probabilities. Yes, ORIC. With that being said, I mean, the high there, I could definitely see holding up as the high. But how much room do we have to pull down is the question. I see 750 as support, but it could form an upper shadow against that and pull under and head towards what looks like about 650 is the very bottom support. But yeah, 750 could hold up, so then it could start channeling there. SBET, yeah, Chop City. Yeah, absolutely right. AI hit the magic 20 cent area. It's been pulling back now off of that. Hit a high, been pulling back about a point off of that. HBIO fades, you stopped out. Man, this breakout's probably the liquidity pool right there. There's a ton of volume on this ticker, dude. Like 6 million shares a minute. But good job being disciplined to stop out of these, though, because you're doing well. I mean, we had that Friday night live stream where you talked about what had messed you up before, and you're preventing yourself from doing that again. So that's very good. You're doing very well at that. If you can trust yourself to do what's in your best interest on your account, then like a lot of the fear will dissipate, and it will really help tremendously on you just growing your account. That's where I'm trying to get to right now, because I have the fear of some of these not working out, and then I take them way too early. As in ANF yesterday, that faded 10 points right after I stopped out of it because I got scared. All right, ORIC, are you setting up for us? I just think that she's setting up for us potentially. I mean, I could see the high a day. Okay, ASBP I'm out of. Screw that, Tigger. I'm out of it. ORIC. This one, I could see the high being set on the day because that's the 200-day moving average and past chart history resistance. We're just a little ways off of it. That's the concern. And she's got a 10 cent spread. I was closing up, though. If it's like a 40 cent locate, I may do it. It's a dollar locate. I've had to locate everything this morning. Check the short interest on it. Oh my god. The way it was moving, I was like, I need to check the short interest here. 27%. I can't do it, guys. I'm avoiding it. I can't do it at a 27% short interest. Not smart. HBIO up towards 70 cents. Dude, here we go. Fades. What are we doing here? We heading up towards $1? This has got so much volume on it. It's going to be manipulated like cray, as the children say. 5% short float. The float's 37 million. Not bad. Let me look at the past chart history again on it. HBIO. It feels like we're heading to a buck at this point. Dude, there's been several of these plays over the course of the last month or two, and they provide such good return. You know, like one P Max I got that went from $1 back down to 30 cents. So they're in squeeze mode, but the problem is you gotta really get a good entry on it, or you're gonna get squeezed out. You gotta focus on the confirmation, not anticipation. Now, a lot of big boy short sellers are going to be sizing into this all along the way. You know, 1,000 here, 1,000 there, until it works and elevators down. Man, trading it requires such focus, doesn't it? Because today could have been major trouble. I'm already feeling it. How much trouble this morning could have been with so many of these tickers that have even potentially reputable news on it. They're just panicking on down. Yeah, and ASBP climbing back up. I could tell that, dude, that one was not profit taken. Man, 10 cents up off the lows. God. All right, HBIO is the focus now. Let me see if I can even, how much this costs. 80 cents per 100. It's probably worth it, but I want to see where she's going to go. Good job, Kayvon. Out half ANF, trail on the rest. Good work. Small loss fades. Great. Great job, HBIO. Small loss. Yeah, if you keep the losses minimal and the return maximal, if that's a word, then man, I'm trying to refocus that, guys. I mean, I've been trying to focus on what I've been doing good at, what I've been doing poorly at. And one of the things I've done poorly is some of the losers, I've let them get a little out of hand. The winners, I'm doing fine with letting like half work for me. Traditionally, it's been my problem, but a lot of them just haven't been working. So here's today. I mean, my only loser $1.40. You know, keeping those real tight. I've been happy about that. We're gonna keep that up. ORIC, I love the chart, but I don't think, you know, you got to have rules. 27.8% in the short, percent interest on the float. That's awful. I don't think I can do it. You can get really screwed on that. I'm going to refocus HBIO. I want to see if she can continue up towards $1. You pretty much, where's the liquidity at? Because that's where they're going to pull this thing up to. ALZN, did she climb back up? ALZN, no. I mean, I watched it this morning. It's not a trade for me though. It's 700,000 in the float, so I'm not going to short that. It's against my rules, and but she's very slow at this point. Zio could collapse. Usually I don't trade the acquisitions because they just go sideways based on like what they're vexed in at with the acquisition. A deal at $10 million. See, I don't know how to price that into the ticker price, but a lot of times they'll just trade sideways on that acquisition. HBIO still in squeeze mode. I mean, 5% on the short interest, not terrible. I will. This is the focus right here, HBIO guys. I want to see, you know, I don't mind joining it too once we get the elevator down. I want to focus on the confirmation here, though, not anticipating the move, but see where it's going to be heavy and get it from there. But currently it had an ABCD pattern breakout right here. Ascending triangle ABCD. We can go over that if you guys don't know what that is, but I'll be right back. Potty break. All right, does it look like the top's been set here, HBIO? We got our previous break. It's coming to... What do we got here news-wise? Anything? ASBP back up to 62 cents. Back up towards VWAP. I don't know. I don't think that one's worth taking another stab at. HBIO trying to bounce off of that previous break support. SBET at highs. Alright, SBET's where all the volume has gone. Wheato trying to slowly climb back around. HOLO down at $8, man. I'm going to flip through a few tickers. Let me know, guys, if there's anything you may take a look at. AI could be a decent short. AI against 29.50. AI's got 30.50 resistance that it tapped. It could come back down to 28. What was the news this morning on it? AI contract with U.S. Air Force raised to $450 million. Yeah, that's pretty good. That'd be pretty good. I like ORIC, but man, if it just didn't have that short interest, I'd be all about it. I just don't think I can do it. It's going to be against the rules. HKD getting a random pump. Oh, this is Pump City right here. HKD Pump City. How much are these shorts? Tapping the 200-day right now is HKD. It's always going to be that black sheep, though. Watch it be the one that continues higher. HKD. It's 40 cents per 100. 200-day is right at like 274, it looks like. $320 is the main risk area on it. I'll accept them. Reducing the risk a little bit. I'll hit it at 292. 320's pretty much the risk there. $275, I'll take it at. And I'll look to hit it again on a pop. Right. Back in 284 on this pop right here. Back up over like back into the mid 290s. I'll be out of it. 284 again. I hit it on a pop there. Looking for this to be backside heavy. Crossing the 200-day moving average. Not looking too bad. So I realized some profits, about $10, and just try to hit it again. Popping back up towards 290. Want it to be heavy here. So eyeballing what she's going to do. Yeah. Pretty heavy right there. 294 on the ask. I'm going to get out of it right there. 295. Climb back up to 3. I don't like that. Yep, there she goes. HBIO still a play too. HKD, I'm still eyeballing that one. I still like it. 320. I definitely see it closing under 320. It's just how far is she going to go? That I do not know. I'm getting involved with it again. Small, very small. 330. Really small. Giving it to like 360. But again, very small. Maybe forming this upper shadow now off of 325. I could see that happening. I don't mind hitting it again, risking the highs if that's going to turn into like a fake out breakout. Average is 330. I'm going to smack it again up here. $325 is the average now. Stops high day. $340 stop. All right, hit it again. 310 all out. Scalp City over here. How are you guys doing? See what HBIO is up to. HBIO climbing back up to the highs. HKD does look good. I mean, I could see it pulling under 320 easily, but there's definitely room to keep smacking it, especially if she's going to keep popping up. I'm going to hit it again, risking the high day still. Popping up here. $340 risk. Can you stay heavy, HKD? You gonna pop back up to the highs. 340 is the risk on it. Not giving it much room. Lots of people smacking this, thinking backside is what it appears like. Emmanuel, I'm sorry to hear that. Manageable red? Is it at least manageable red? I'm about to head out of here too. I'm just trying to see if I can keep milking this thing. She's going crazy though. Take it there at 3. Alright, guys. HKD just scalping it down here. Any pop up towards 320, I'm hitting it. HBIO, let me take a look there. HBIO may be backside off of 74 cents. It's trying to hold up 60 as support. So right now it's kind of 1-to-1-ish. Got a few support areas down here. And HKD, how much can we scalp this thing? She keeps popping up for us to scalp her. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. I don't want to get all greedy here. But I'm eyeballing it for another hit. Especially if she'll do like another attempt at a break over the highs. Come on, pop up again up towards 320s. Alright, 317, I'll smack it again. Small. 3 against like 335. I'm just going to keep it real small. Small and tight. Maybe I'm going to turn to a scalper if this keeps working out. HKD 320 is kind of the main risk area for me at this point. HKD. Let's see what she's going to do. Needs to stay heavy. For me, I don't want it to hold up and over 320. Going fairly small at this point, just to pad the wallet. And if it doesn't work, not giving back too much. I do like it a lot right here against 320. Let's get back under $3 again. It's slowing down, which I'm not a huge fan of. It could unwind based on that. So it's not terrible. 317 average with just minimal shares. Let's see what she's going to do. It feels backside, especially with all the highs that have been already set in. But don't toy around on me down here. It's getting some lower shadows at 305. HBO back up at 70 cents. Man, I think this is such good risk against 320. I'm so tempted to smack it. Start some more. It's just, it keeps buying up on those pullbacks right now, though, down to 305. Any questions, guys, before I roll out of here? About to head out, get some stuff done. I got some videos I need to edit too, and the family's on summer break, so they're outside. I'm gonna kick back with them a little bit outside. I think I'm going to smack it again unless it's about to snap. And reduce the risk, so it's going to be very tight. Yeah, I'm going to smack it again right here. Average is now 311. It's going to be real tight. I want it to snap under $3 here soon. Not playing around with it too much. If it pops back up towards 311, 12, I mean, really 320 should be the main risk. Snap under 3 again, come on. Snap, snap, snap. All right, I'll take her 295. All right, guys. I'm gonna stop being greedy on the day. HKD, good pullback down there in the 290s. Good chance she continues lower. HBIO keeps getting balled up. A lot of lower shadows down here. Keeps getting balled up. It looks like she wants to head towards maybe even a point. Kind of grindy. Harvard Bioscience. That's going to wrap up my day there, guys. Email me, averydaytrading@gmail.com if you have any questions. End of the day, decent green day. Let's head in that direction. Here's the trades for those tuning in later. Not too bad. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning.